Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly messages. So celebrating here the Libra season we're about to enter during this week, I'm going to make these weekly messages more focused into love, relationships, and what kind of energies and influences in general might be affecting your heart space. And as always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Aries, I do feel like there's the very first message coming up here for some of you is for Aries that are, in a committed relationship, married, coupled with someone in a more traditional way. I feel like for those of you that are with someone, there might be things of your material world, daily life, routines, schedules, kids, interfering a lot in the harmony and the balance of the relationship. It feels like one partner perhaps is feeling neglected and emotionally kind of abandoned by the other, perhaps because there's one that it's the dynamic where one is working really hard to guarantee material needs and security and safety, or one is more focused in the career aspect or financial aspect, and the other is more focused in home, family, and the emotional component of the relationship. So there are some differences when it comes to priorities for coupled Aries that might be during this time affecting here a little bit the relationship. I feel like some of you, this is actually causing problems. It's causing, some conflict, some disagreements, and it feels like the more the issue is discussed within a relationship like this, you feel like the more it's discussed, the kind of the worse, because I feel like the more the topic comes up, like the other, there's one one of you, being you Aries, or the other, that is kind of distancing themselves more in order to avoid the fuss, in order to avoid the extreme arguments and complications that if you go too much into the matter that might come up. So basically you're dealing with partners that might be avoiding confronting situations and dealing situations and working hard for the emotional I'm looking for a word and it's lacking. It's like the emotional guarantee, or the emotional preservation. Someone here is not wanting to invest so much there, and I feel like for many Aries that I'm connecting, this is your partner that it's kind of avoiding the situation. But it could also be that you are Aries, that you're more focused into practical matters, or your career, or your success, your goals, and you're not understanding what's this all about. It feels like one partner is looking at the other as being too needy, or too insecure, or too much of something, as the other feels like is just reacting this way because of what the other, again, is not giving and doing to guarantee that the relationship continues in a good path. For others of you, I also feel like you want your partner, or you want the person you're very much interested to be more integrated in your life. So even for Aries that are not in a relationship, but perhaps you're getting to know someone, or you have someone on in your mind that you're kind of getting to know, or just considering making a move. I feel like some of you have this need to integrate again someone in your life in a way that would again guarantee more of emotional options, and more romance, more deep knowledge of each other. But something is interfering in this integration. It could be again because you're very busy, or because the other person is also very busy. So things of of things of the practical side of life are interfering in your love life, basically. And I also feel like some of you are looking for some guidance and help, like you're looking for like a person outside of the situation to give you some insight, some guidance, some advice, some opinion upon what's going on in your love life. It is as if you're looking for someone to help you out with your person of interest. If there has been a fallout with someone, I feel like there might be this other person outside of you and this person you are interested in or involved with. Someone is, coming to aid or coming to help a situation, to bring you and someone together, or to help you find some, reconciliation here, some, someone that might be more mature or more detached from the emotional, component, and is able to actually see how both of you could, operate and do better and improve whatever the problem is. Some of you Aries also need to move in a straight line. What I want to say about this is showing here that some of you Aries have been in this like zigzag, zigzag, zigzag emotional movement between with situations, perhaps because you're still unclear about how you feel, what you really want, and I keep getting like you need to choose a way, or you need to choose a path to pursue when it comes to love. Your priorities, what you accept, what you don't accept, boundaries, choose a way. There's a feeling here there's no wrong ways, right? The feeling here is there's no limitations for Aries, and you're advised to not limit yourself, but you have to choose a path. Don't swing between options, because that is not working for your advancement and for the clarity and for the outcomes of what you want to find in love, of what you want to find right now that would give you more emotional security. And that feeling of security again shows here as being this major priority for some of you. You want, there's a danger here, is like you almost want a person, a relationship as ownership. So be mindful of that. When we're so insecure or afraid to lose someone, we can end up becoming possessive, even without wanting to, but we end up becoming possessive because we feel like we have to rely on that person, or the feeling that the person gives us. We have to hold it tightly, or else they will go away and we will be kind of destroyed by it. And I just feel like if you're being too much as well in this ownership vibe, or if someone is doing this to you, it will be hard to find, it will be hard to nourish this relationship the way that it truly needs. Thread lightly. Thread lightly. What I want to say about with thread lightly is be gentle, be careful, be in balance between relying on your own emotional security, right, and not on what someone should be giving you or has to give you for you to feel safe, because this is a dangerous entrapment that many relationships go into, because at any time this person can go, can die, can have a change of heart. So if we rely too much on our own emotional preservation and protection and life on someone else's hands, obviously when and if it changes, if it ends, the result is many times the result that we end up seeing collectively, nowadays with relationships, because this is a deeper matter of your own, Aries, when it comes to being self-reliant and giving yourself, a lot of love, confidence, and trust in what you have to give as an individual to a relationship. So I also feel like codependency might be strongly present in relationships, and again, not helping. Some of you are in relationship processes where, in order for both to get ultimately the best side of what a relationship has to offer, both need to do a lot of work on the self itself. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.